Then tell me what to think!
Really?
Ever!
Really?
No!
He just said she gave you the evil eye.
You did give her the evil eye.
Who is this person? Somebody bring Tamra
Did
back.
I give her the evil eye?
You please bring Tamra back. You're psycho.
Really? I gave her the
Did I give her the evil eye?
You can tell whatever you want to tell.
When you called me the next day and said I woke up naked next to this man
Oh my God,
drunk.
are you serious?
Really, Vicky? You're
liar.
gonna deny it?
Yes.
Really? On your kid's life, deny it right now.
Yes, you
on that
betcha.
baby's life.
You can say whatever you want, Shannon. You're a liar and you're a drunk. You are a fake friend. This is your thing. You are a dick.
Tamra Judge just received a message telling her to end her own life. And that's not even the worst part of what's been happening. What started as questionable comments about her best friend has snowballed into one of the most dramatic downfalls in Real Housewives history. We're talking allegations of FBI investigations, fake social media accounts, production leaks, and a mental health crisis that forced Bravo to bring in a psychiatrist. This isn't just a messy reality TV drama anymore. This is a complete reputation collapse. And here's the thing, she keeps making it worse. Let me break down every single incident that led to this disaster. Let's start where this all began. September 2023. Shannon Bedore, Tamra's supposed best friend, gets arrested for DUI. She crashes her car into a house. It's bad. Really bad. And at first, Tamra seems supportive. But then something shifts. Shannon's arrest happens September 16th, 2023. Shannon goes to rehab, gets help, takes accountability. Tamra pulls out of their Tres Amigas tour with Vicky, claiming it's too soon for Shannon to be doing alcohol-infused shows. Then cameras start rolling for season 18. This is where Tamra crosses the line. On camera, repeatedly, she calls Shannon an alcoholic, not in a concerned friend way, in a judgmental, public, humiliating way. She questions Shannon's sobriety. She brings it up at every opportunity. And remember, this is someone who called Shannon her best friend for a decade. Shannon later reveals the most painful part. Tamra left town the day after my DUI. The day after. When Shannon needed her friend most, Tamra disappeared. Then comes back to judge her on national television. By July 2024, Shannon tells she has no intention of being friends with Tamra again. She calls out the toxic behavior that plagued their entire 10-year friendship. And fans went off. Social media explodes. Hashtags demanding Bravo fire Tamra, comments calling her mean girl, bully, fake friend. Former fans turn on her completely. Tamra eventually admits in September 2024 that she regrets calling Shannon an alcoholic. But here's what she says. I was pushed against the wall. She's already playing victim, already deflecting. And this becomes a pattern you're going to see over and over again. Now here's where it gets truly messy. Enter Alexis Bellino. Alexis is now dating John Jansen, Shannon's ex-boyfriend. The same John who's suing Shannon for $75,000, claiming she owes him money from a facelift loan he gave her during their relationship. Normal friend behavior? Stay neutral or support your friend. Tamra, she becomes besties with Alexis. She defends their relationship publicly. She likes their Instagram posts. She even receives a save the date to their wedding, all while continuing to attack Shannon. But it gets worse. Much worse. Tamra reveals on the show that John has ring camera footage of Shannon from the night of her DUI. Not just that night. Months and months of footage that Tamra describes as extremely damaging. Alexis threatens that these videos will ruin her life. Let that sink in. Tamra is helping weaponize surveillance footage of her former best friend. She's actively participating in what feels like a calculated campaign to destroy Shannon's reputation and legal standing. The woman she called her sister for 10 years. The internet sees exactly what this is. Comments flood in. This is beyond reality TV drama. This is cruel. Tamra has lost all credibility. How is she still employed? The hate train is officially leaving the station. And Tamra, she's the conductor. October 2024. Tamra goes on her podcast, 2 T's in a Pod, and makes an announcement that shocks everyone. She says she's on the spectrum, meaning the autism spectrum. And here's the kicker, she says this after having 1 therapy session. 1. No formal diagnosis, no evaluation, just 1 session. But wait, it gets worse. She uses this self-diagnosis to explain why she has a hard time being empathetic towards others. She's literally using autism as an excuse for her mean behavior. And the autism community is rightfully furious. Autism advocates call her out for trivializing the condition. Vicki Gunvalson, her former best friend, says she's making a mockery of being on the spectrum. Kelly Dodd suggests she should be fired. Mental health professionals criticize her for spreading misinformation. For months, this controversy simmers. Tamra doesn't address it properly, she doesn't apologize. She just lets it hang there, making her look worse and worse. Finally, at the season 19 premiere in July 2025, she breaks down crying. Through tears, she says, "I had gone home and went on my podcast, and I misspoke. I shouldn't have said anything. I just got annihilated, publicly annihilated." Notice the language? She misspoke. She got annihilated. Still playing victim. Still not taking full accountability for using a neurodevelopmental condition as an excuse for cruelty. September 2024. Entertainment journalist Kiki Monique goes public with a serious allegation. She claims Tamra tried to get her fired from working with Bravo after Kiki allegedly made comments about Tamra and Alexis on Radio Andy. Now, this could just be one person's word, except multiple people back it up. Jennifer Pedranti, a castmate, comments, "I need my job as well. She did the same thing to me." Vicky Gunvalson simply writes, "Typical Tamra. This isn't an isolated incident. This is a pattern." Tamra denies trying to get Kiki fired, but then private DMs leak where she admits she reported a castmate to Bravo for commenting horrible things about her and her husband. So she's not trying to get people fired. She's just reporting them to their employer. That's the defense? March 2025. Sources tell In Touch Weekly something explosive. Tamra Judge has been cited as being the #1 source for production leaks to the media. She keeps a folder on each member of the cast and has spent hours researching the internet looking for negative news she can use against the cast. A folder on each cast member. She's literally keeping receipts, gathering ammunition, and allegedly leaking information to control the narrative. This isn't reality TV strategy, this is psychological warfare. The same sources claim she's been spreading rumors about the cast through fake social media accounts. Producers are reportedly pissed. This kind of behavior violates the trust that makes reality TV work. And when you combine it with everything else, it paints a picture of someone desperately trying to control their image by destroying everyone around them. March 2025. The cast is in New Orleans filming season 19, and this is where everything explodes. At a cast dinner, Tamra accuses Katie Janela of spreading a rumor that Gretchen Rossi was roofied by Tamra during the infamous Naked Wasted episode back in season 4. Katie denies it. Gretchen denies ever saying it. The entire cast turns on Tamra at the table. Gina Kirschenheiter calls her sloshed and questions if she's taken Xanax with alcohol. The confrontation gets heated, the accusations fly. And Tamra? She's outnumbered. Tamra storms out of the restaurant. She doesn't just leave dinner, she leaves the entire cast trip. She packs her bags and posts on Instagram. It was a long run. When life gives you real problems, this reality shit doesn't make sense. Peace out. I'm out. For weeks, everyone thinks Tamra quit the show. Headlines run, fans celebrate. But here's the truth. She didn't really quit. She had a breakdown. And behind the scenes, something else was happening. Sources reveal that producers confronted Tamra about the leak allegations and the fake social media accounts. She was in crisis. Bravo actually had her meet with a psychiatrist. Think about that. The situation got so bad that a mental health professional had to intervene before filming could continue. By August 2025, Tamra reveals her friend Teddy Mellencamp convinced her to come back. Teddy told her, "You're not a quitter. If I have to go through this and power through, you have to." Tamra admits she was deeply depressed during this time. Tamra shares something absolutely shocking on social media, a direct message from someone allegedly connected to Harmony Recovery. And I'm going to paraphrase here because it's disturbing. The message tells her they hope she considers ending her own life and that she should never show up for Orange County again because she's ruined the show with her toxicity. Now, regardless of what Tamra has done, this crosses every line. This isn't criticism, this isn't even hate. This is encouraging someone to commit suicide, and Tamra shares it to show just how dark the backlash has become. She reveals, "I'd like to say that I'm doing great. I'm not doing great, I'm doing okay. The hate is real. I'm not gonna lie." She claims Bravo told her the hate is only from 3% of viewers, but anyone on social media can see it's way more than that. Instagram comments, Twitter threads, Reddit forums, everywhere you look, there are organized efforts to get her removed from the show. People are tagging Bravo executives, starting petitions, creating hashtags. The backlash has become a full-blown movement. Throughout all of this, there's a genuinely tragic layer. Tamra's daughter, Sydney, they've been estranged since 2015 after Tamra's divorce from Sydney's father, Simon Barney, who passed away from cancer in 2019. In 2017, Sydney posted on Facebook that Tamra was mentally and emotionally abusive and that her leaving had nothing to do with the divorce. For years, they didn't speak. Tamra would break down on the show talking about it. This is real pain, real trauma. November 2025. Tamra has a brief 30-minute reunion with Sydney outside her home. She describes it as really special. But here's the cruel part. Fans are using this pain against her in hate comments. Messages saying, "You wonder why your children don't talk to you." This is deeply personal family trauma being weaponized. Season 19 shows Tamra in therapy discussing her custody battle, her estranged daughter, her absent father, and decades of unprocessed trauma. She admits, "I'm afraid if I get close to people, they'll turn on me, so I just keep a wall up." For the first time, we're seeing where this behavior might come from. But does understanding the root excuse the actions? That's the question viewers are asking. Let's talk about Jennifer Pedranti. During season 18, Tamra shades Jennifer's plastic surgery on camera. She accuses Jennifer's boyfriend Ryan of being investigated by the FBI. She allegedly shows unflattering photos of Jennifer to other cast members. Sound familiar? Research dirt on someone, spread it publicly, act innocent when confronted. The same playbook she's used on Shannon, on Katie, allegedly on journalists. It's the same pattern over and over. October 2024, Tamra posts a vulnerable statement. "I have past trauma that is deep and painful. This is something I've suppressed for 15 years. My mental health is just not strong enough where I can be judged and hated right now. Yes, I'm admitting I'm weak. Here's where this gets complicated. Mental health struggles are real. Trauma is real. Tamra's pain about her daughter, her father, her past, that's legitimate. But here's what fans are saying. You can't use mental health as a shield while actively hurting other people. You can't claim to be too fragile for judgment while spreading damaging rumors about your castmates. That's the pattern everyone has identified. Attack someone publicly, claim victim status when called out, try to get people fired behind the scenes, research dirt to use as weapons, deflect by accusing others of what you're doing, play the mental health card when heat intensifies. The question isn't whether Tamra is struggling. She clearly is. The question is, at what point does your trauma stop being an explanation and start being an excuse? At what point do you have to take accountability? So, where are we in November 2025? Let's take inventory. Shannon gave her a brief hug at the season 18 reunion, but questions the authenticity, mostly done with the friendship. Vicky, her former best friend, is now encouraging castmates to sue her according to reports. Alexis, still aligned, but this alliance has cost Tamra most of her other relationships. Katie, openly feuding after the New Orleans incident. Jennifer, wary and defensive after the attacks. Heather Dubrow, visibly uncomfortable when trying to defend Tamra. The public has turned almost completely. Words used to describe her: toxic, horrible, mean, bully, fake, manipulative. This isn't just a few haters. This is a widespread reputation collapse. She's openly struggling. In therapy, admitting to depression and anxiety, required intervention from a psychiatrist to continue working. This is someone in genuine crisis. Despite returning to filming after her New Orleans exit, her future is uncertain. Bravo hasn't fired her, but the pressure to do so is immense. Every episode that airs brings new waves of backlash. Tamra Judge's downfall raises bigger questions about reality television. Where's the line between entertaining villain and genuinely harmful person? When does producing drama become producing trauma? Bravo brought in a psychiatrist when things got bad, but should it have gotten that bad in the first place? Are producers creating environments where people like Tamra feel they need to constantly escalate to stay relevant? And what about fans? Yes, Tamra has done problematic things, but sending death threats? Telling someone to end their life? That's not accountability. That's cruelty matching the cruelty they're supposedly condemning. Can Tamra come back from this? History says reality TV villains can rehabilitate their image, but it requires genuine accountability without deflection. Consistent, changed behavior over time, addressing the root causes in therapy, making amends with people hurt, stepping back if necessary for mental health. Right now, Tamra hasn't shown she's willing or able to do that work. Every apology comes with a but. Every admission of wrongdoing comes with victim language. Every moment of vulnerability is followed by more attacks. So, here's the truth about Tamra Judge's downfall. It's not one incident. It's not one mistake. It's a cascading series of choices that revealed a pattern of behavior that fans, castmates, and even production couldn't ignore anymore. From betraying Shannon after her DUI, to befriending Alexis while she's with Shannon's ex, to claiming autism without diagnosis, to allegedly keeping folders on castmates, to the New Orleans meltdown, each incident built on the last until the weight became unbearable. Is Tamra a villain? A victim? Both? The reality is probably more complex than either label. She's someone with genuine trauma who never properly processed it, working in an industry that rewards chaos, surrounded by cameras that capture every bad decision, dealing with public scrutiny that would break most people.
Breakdowns during filming became front-page news. Critics called it a spectacle, an unfiltered glimpse into her unraveling life. Her once glamorous image was now a caricature of chaos. Social media trolls piled on, mocking her vulnerability. Tamra's fall from grace is complete, they mocked. The queen of drama is finally losing her crown. But the story didn't stop there. As her reputation continued to erode, more personal skeletons emerged. Old scandals resurfaced. Allegations of dishonesty, accusations of manipulative behavior, and whispers of betrayal from those closest to her. The public, feeling betrayed by her earlier persona, turned their backs. Then, the ultimate blow, her own fans, once fiercely loyal, began to voice their disappointment online. Petitions demanded her removal from future reality shows. Some labeled her the Queen of Fake, a title she had once proudly worn, but now despised. In a desperate attempt to save face, Tamra went on a public apology tour. She appeared on talk shows, pouring her heart out, admitting her flaws and mistakes. But the damage was irreversible. Her words seemed hollow, rehearsed, and insincere to many. Her downfall was now a full-blown avalanche, and it got way worse. One night, during a live interview, a viral clip captured her breaking down on air, tears streaming, voice trembling. The internet exploded with sympathy and scorn alike. Memes flooded social media, Tamra crying into the camera, her makeup smudged, as the world watched her crumble. Her career, once a shining beacon of fame, was now in ruins. Deals evaporated, and her name became synonymous with scandal. The tabloids dubbed her the Fall of Tamra, a cautionary tale of fame gone awry. But amidst the chaos, something unexpected happened. From the ashes of her downfall, a small but resilient group of fans and supporters rallied around her. They saw her not just as a fallen star, but as a person who had faced her demons publicly. They believed that everyone, no matter how famous or flawed, deserved a second chance. Tamra, humbled and exhausted, decided to take a step back from the spotlight. She sought therapy, reconnected with her family, and began to rebuild her life away from the cameras. Her journey of redemption was slow and painful, but it was real. Slowly, she started sharing her story, honestly and openly, on social media. She talked about the toll of fame, the importance of mental health, and learning to forgive herself. Her honesty touched many, and she found a new purpose, helping others navigate their own struggles. Her story became a testament to resilience. The fall was monumental, but the rise was even more inspiring. Tamra learned that true strength isn't about never falling, it's about getting up every time you do. Her downfall had indeed gotten way worse, but it also became a catalyst for genuine growth and change. In time, Tamra found peace. She stepped away from the glamorous chaos and embraced a quieter life, one rooted in authenticity and self-awareness. She knew her journey was far from over, but she was ready to face whatever came next, with humility, courage, and hope. And so, the story of Tamra Judge teaches us all, no matter how high we climb, nobody is immune to falling. Sometimes the fall is devastating, and the downfall seems insurmountable. But within every downfall lies the seed of a comeback, if we have the strength to rise again. Because in the end, the greatest victories often come after the deepest fall.